Hey guys, welcome back to our Flip Trading podcast. I'm your host for today. My name is Brian and I'm a dealer here at Flip Capital. Now, with us today is an extremely experienced speaker, Mr. Jen Zhong. So, hey Jen Zhong, how are you today?
Yes, I'm good. Thanks, Brian. How are you?
All right, I'm good too. It's good to know that you're doing great. So, basically, before we start, let me just bring you through a quick disclaimer that this presentation has not been reviewed by the Securities Commission of Malaysia and is for general educational purposes only. It is not an invitation to buy or sell any investment products. Hence, the speaker, Chen Zong and PCSB, we are not liable for any financial decisions that you may make based on the contents of this presentation. All right, now back into this core content. Before we get started, let me tell you actually that this podcast is a preview of our upcoming webinar with the speaker Chen Zong on the 28th of August this year, Wednesday, from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., titled Mastering Trend and Momentum in the Malaysian Market. Our speaker here will bring you through the essential trading techniques, focusing on trend analysis and momentum trading to better equip yourself for tackling the Malaysian market. So all of that talk, but let me just bring you through an introduction to our speaker for today, Mr. Jen Zhong. So Jen Zhong is a futures trading dealer at Phillip Capital who holds a bachelor's degree in finance and investment. His expertise lies in analyzing market outlooks, economic conditions, and interrelated factors to provide mid to long-term insights on the markets. Jen Zhong is also a National CFA Institute local research champion, combining market analysis and technical skills to empower clients with effective trading strategies. So we have a really interesting speaker with us today. I won't hold too much of your time. Let's get straight into the core content. So now, Jen Zhong, can you briefly tell us what is the FKLI?
Okay. Thanks, Brian, for introduction. Actually, FKLI is the features of our Malaysia Stock Market Index, KLCI, what we know. So just similar with US, as we know, US there are three major index, which is Dow Jones, S&P, and the one index for technology mega company, which is Nasdaq. So we also have our local index, which is KLI, KLCI, and FKLI is the futures contract of this KLCI index. Basically, FKLI are a basket of Malaysia top 30 stocks with the most market capitalizations in Bursa Malaysia Exchange. And the most famous company we know is like Maybank, Public Bank, and Gamuda from construction sector, and also the hottest stock, which is YTL. So most of them, all of them are the one of the top 30 company in Malaysia. And from time to time, the index series will be reviewed on a semi-annual basis in accordance with the ground rules of the respective index. So we know that when we're buying FKLI or FKLCI index, it represents the overall movement of Malaysia top 30 company. Yeah, so in case you want to keep track of those component or company in FKLI or FKLCI index, you may monitor whether there's a change in index companies on a semi-annual basis.
All right. So now you've told us what the FKLI essentially is, but what are some of the advantages that an investor has when trading or investing in the FKLI compared to like maybe other asset classes?
Okay, actually, KLCI represent our local company movement. So when you compare FKLI to others company index like Hong Kong index, China A50 or Japan Nikkei, I can say that FKLI is the most is a product with the most less volatility. So usually it average movement in the futures market, FKLI is usually less than 10 bits. So for those risk-averse investors but would like to take part in index really movement for long term, it will be good for you to trade in FKLI. Instead, you buying ETF funds or even relevant KLCI mutual fund, because with the leveraging effect of futures market, it will be great high rate of return compared to those mutual fund product or ETF product. So it will be good. And another advantage of FKLI to investor is it will be two-way trades. So you can enter a long positions or shorts in futures market in case you already invest your fund in Malaysia stocks or Malaysia top 30 blue chips company. This is good for you to have a hedging purpose when you can enter with a short positions in FKLI. So when the market, in case there's a dropping or bearish momentum, it will be good for you to profit from your short positions in FKLI and to cover your losses in case you investing any stocks or securities in Malaysia market.
All right, so it seems like the dual directional basis, bi-directional basis is a really important thing for our investors when they're entering positions in the markets on their trading ideas. So for the FKLI, since it's a product, what are some of the contract specifications for entering into maybe one unit size of the FKLI?
All right, Brian. So before we move on to the contract specifications of our contract FKLI, can I share my screen? Because I prepared some slides. Yes.
Okay, yeah, sure. It's you can start sharing it now.
Okay. 1 second, yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So,
should be able to share it. Yeah.
okay, so please give me a minute. Okay, can you see my slides?
Yeah, I can see it.
So here is the contract specifications of this FKLI. So we know that in case we want to enter any portions in futures contract, there is a initial margin requirement. It's differ from contract to contract. So we take this FKLI as an example. In case you want to enter positions in FKLI contract, it doesn't require you to have a huge amount of money to take part in the movement of this index. So for example, this FKI, the initial margin requirement will be 4,000 ringgit only. So why I say this FKI is suitable for those risk-averse investor, because you can see that there's a minimum price fluctuations, which is 0.5 index point value at 25 ringgit. So in case there's a every tick movement in FKI, that's represent 25 ringgit of profit and losses. So in case, as I said just now, usually the movement of daily FKI will be less than 10 bits. So the volatility of your daily trades will be less than 500 ringgit. And do take note that that is trading hours are quite slightly different with our equity market. Our equity market is open by 9 a.m. and end at 5 p.m. But our first sessions of FKLI will be start on 8:45 and end by 12:45. And the second session will be after lunch break at 2:20 until 5:50. And there's a T+1 sessions, which is our night session of FKLI is start from 9 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. So if in case you want to involve in trading in our cash market or futures market, there's a slightly different thing you need to take notes. So when you compare the minimum price fluctuations to the US or Hong Kong Hang Seng Index, I can say that the volatility of this FKI is actually quite small. And for those who want to newbie or beginner want to try this index movement, I would say that FKI is the best index product for you when compared to the foreign index product. Yes.
All right. So we've we've gone through the contract specification for the FKLI, but this is just something that's, on the paper per se, something that's quantifiable. But, what should some of the things that investors or traders that trade FKLI, they should take note of? Anything from your experience?
Okay, so here we go for our second slides. So when we trade certain product, we need to know that what's fundamental factor that will affecting the movement or the volatility of the index. So similar case with the US index, we know that the factor that affecting US interest rate movement usually will be the CPI, the inflations or interest rates. So same case goes to Malaysia. So our government BNM interest rate also one of the factor that will affecting this interest FKI movement. And the another factor is also oil price and the COVID pandemic. I believe that most of us know that there was a big drop or bearish market during the COVID pandemic, but it's covered with a very immediate spike out. And yes, and political uncertainty also one of the factors because we already went through a very many times of a change of government or change of politics in our country. And the another factor will be exchange rate because in case you want to trade in Malaysia market, for those foreign investors, they need to convert their currency into MYR. So whether MYR value is attractive to them, whether appreciate or depreciation of the currency, also one of the consideration for those foreign investors before they want to make decisions whether want to invest in Malaysia stocks market. So another factor for the added info is when we talk about US, there's a jobless claim, initial jobless claim, unemployment. But Malaysia mostly will be focused on BNM price rate and our GDP. So from time to time, we need to monitor whether there's a change of data, good or bad for the market. So yeah, before you invest in this market.
All right. So those are some of the factors that will affect the FKLI market, but do you have like any general advice for beginners looking to trade the FKLI or, maybe just trading advice in general for beginners that are looking to, venture into this industry or this market? Do you have any advice for them?
Okay. Yes, because our Malaysian market is quite small. When you go through for the securities or our cash market investing, you need to filter out the industry, the sector or company before you want to invest in Malaysian market in case you take part involved in the securities market. But in futures market, FKI is provide a general or an overall move of the Malaysia overall market. So FKI is a derivative product that comes with the minimal risk in terms of the volatility, and just as suggestions for those investors who have interest in investing in FKI, a same trades will be better choice instead of the intraday trade in this FKI product, because our Malaysia equity market, because there is a less volatility on our daily trading volume, so intraday trades may be find difficult far more than the swing trades. And do take note that our Malaysia equity market is start from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So, but not in FKLI market. FKLI market open earlier than the time, which is 8:45 a.m. So it also having a night sessions which from 9:30 to 2:30. Just for a small tips for those securities investors that investing in Malaysia stock market can utilize this FKLI as a tool to predict the movement of the securities market or cash market of the day. So for example, in case during our night sessions, the US index is having a bullish momentum. So you know that for sure, Malaysia usually will follow the momentum or the next day. So what you can do, but the cash market or securities market is closed. So that's a night session for you in FKL market to enter the long or short positions. And investor may monitor FKL movement in the night sessions and monitor how FKI will react to the market and whether it's follow the momentum of the US market. So if FKI go up or drop during the open market time 8:45, so you may predict or know that whether the day of the securities market will be going up or going down. So it represents of the overall top 30 companies of the day. So it could be a good tool for us to predict the market of the day and make our investment decisions before the stock market open at 9 a.m. Yes.
All right. Wow. Thanks, Jen Zhong. That is something that the beginners that are watching this, they definitely should take note on the aspects and the things that you just mentioned, So touching on for beginners, the FKL market is a futures-based market. So there's something known as, the margin call, which is something that ties with risk management by our traders. So could you touch up on some of that topic regarding the margin call, topic?
Okay, so I want to brief that this is a slightly different when you're investing in mutual fund, in ETF, or in securities, because you paid up your all amount in investing. So whether you lose is maximum up to the amount you invest in. But the things might be different when it comes to the futures market. So we know that FKLI, the point is around 1,006, but the initial margin, as I said just now, for one contract is 4,000 ringgit. This is the amount that you require to have before you enter portions. And 1 point in movement of a change in the FKLI index represent a 50 points. So in case you lose up 18 points in FKLI, means you lose up all of your 4,000 ringgit. How about if you lose more than 80 points of your positions of your FKLI investment or trading? So then we comes to a thing that called margin call. So because margin call is that the amount that you have losses and your account have no sufficient money, which is 4,000, to hold the contract. So in case you invest in this FKLI, there's a several way or solution for you to handle this margin call. The first is to deposit the margin call amount. So if you want to hold the positions, you need to top up or deposit the fund to make up your account equity level or your account fund up to 4,000 to continue to hold the contract either long or short. Or the second way is the cash balance have to become positive before market close. Okay, for example, if you lose or you have account equity level fall below 4,000 on the day, so you have a 1 day to take actions when you come to the next day. So in case the market already spike up or rebound, so it already cover your negative balance to positive. So it also one of the way to answer margin call. So you can do nothing when the market is go with your favor. And the third is the in case market still not able to cover the negative, or you don't want or you not means to deposit any amount, and then so the last choice for you is close the positions, and maybe you can look for another trades, or if there is a new opportunity. So in case you have a margin call, means that your account fund is not able to make up 4,000. So that's a way for you to handle this margin call in your futures trading. So the same concept applies to all futures contract, not just FKLI. So for those beginner, you want to first try in the futures market. This is the thing you need to take the attention before you trading. Yes.
All right. So thank you, Jen Zhong. Now, to finish up on the podcast, could you provide us with some, outlooks for FKLI for the rest of the year, maybe in just like a few quick minutes?
Yes. So another things is I would like to add info for our coming outlook for FKLI this year. So as I said just now, when we monitor on US, there's an interest rate, initial jobless claim or unemployment rate to keep our eyes on. So in Malaysia, we usually have our BNM OPR rates, our Malaysia GDP, or our Malaysia inflation rates, monthly trade balance, BNM monetary policy, and annual Malaysian government federal budget. So these are the factors that will affecting our FKLI movement. And just for a latest news info updates, our Malaysia just announced the GDP. That is an economic growth of 5.9% in our second quarter of 2024. Actually means that when there is an increase in the GDP means our economy is doing good. So it could be one of the factors that attract foreign investment and foreign investor to invest in our country. So, and for our foreign direct investment is also one of the important factor, which is what we call FDI. So for the latest figure we get from this, because we can see there's a lot of investment come in Malaysia this year, and this also one of the reason that make up Malaysia index so bullish this year. So our FDI also already record at 83.7 billion is a lot increase from previous year. So these are the all the fundamental news you need to keep your eye on or keep attention when you looking for investment in FKLI. And for last, I will share some. Oh, sorry. This is our foreign exchange rate against US dollar. In this chart, you can see that there's a huge increase of the recent our forex rate in our MYR. So is the appreciation in MYR good or bad for investing for all the foreign investors invest on market? So it have a two-way effects. So we know that if appreciation in MYR, which is make our currency more expensive. So for sure, it's not attractive for those company have an export business, but for import, yes, because other currency is relatively become cheaper compared to our currency, our MYR. So theoretically, when there is an appreciation in MYR, for sure it will be not attractive for those investors because they need use more amount of their currency amount in exchange for every 1 ringgit ringgit Malaysia to invest in our Malaysia market. Yeah, so you can keep your attention on our forex rates from time to time before because it's also one of the factors that will affecting volatility of index. And here is a charting movement of FKLI since this year. FKLI already ran a steady movement since this year, despite there's a big drop of the Monday 2 weeks ago, but it's recovered with an immediate speed. It in turn represents that market still very confident of this market and always believe that the current value of current price of this FKLI index is far below than the true value. So you can see that even there's a big drop, but I think just 2 weeks time already back to the previous level and going to break new high. So and for coming time, with the US confirm lower interest rate, just matter of time. And continue FDI inflow into Malaysia, believe that FKLI still can have its growing space. And I would say that there's a promising outlook for our FKLI in this year. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Jen Zhong. That was, quite a very, very insightful session. To know more on this topic, it's just a reminder that Jen Zhong will have a session online on the 28th of August on Wednesday, 8 to 9 p.m., titled Mastering Trend and Momentum in the Malaysian Market. So if you are interested, do, click in the link to register in the description down below. So yeah, just a quick reminder that for those that are interested in trading Bursa Malaysia futures products, Phillip Capital is actually currently running a promotion from the 1st of August all the way to 30th of October called Trade in Triumph BMD Edition, where you can stand a chance to win cash rewards up to 1,050 ringgit. Of course, terms and conditions, they do apply. So if you want to know more, do visit our website, phillip.com.my for more information. And with that, I want to bring us to a close on this podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. And most importantly, thank you to Jen Zhong for your time.
Okay, thanks, Brian, for your time too.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.